Okay, bonjour once again. We are continuing with our chapter Le ciel bleu, le parc vert, the sky blue, the garden green. In your textbook Lesson 6, Enchanté book number 1. Okay, I'm there on page 66 and we have a small poem on all the different colorful butterflies. Some new words are there with its English meaning. I'm reading the poem. Les papillons, un papillon bleu, un papillon rouge, un papillon tremble, un papillon boue, un papillon rose qui vole et se pose, un papillon d'or qui tremble et s'endort. Again, I read les papillons. Un papillon bleu, un papillon rouge. A butterfly blue or a blue butterfly or and one red butterfly. Un papillon bleu, a blue butterfly, un papillon rouge. A red butterfly. Un papillon trembleur, a butterfly that trembled, un papillon bouge. Bouge means to move. The butterfly moves because they fly. When they fly, they keep moving. Un papillon rose, a pink butterfly, qui vole et se pose, which was flying and landing. It was flying, suddenly it land, again fly, again land. Un papillon d'or qui tremble et s'endort. A golden butterfly, d'or, D''OR is a name of a color which is golden. Qui tremble et s'endort, which trembled and fell to sleep. Means it suddenly trembled down, landed, and s'endort went to sleep or fast asleep or falls asleep. This is the poem of Un papillon, the butterflies. Different color of butterflies and they are doing their activity. One in common, that is flying, and describing its color. This butterfly is flying, this is sitting, this is trembling, this is landing, again flying, landing, flying, and one landed and suddenly went to sleep. Okay. Now, on page number 67, we have our colors. You all know your colors are divided into masculine and feminine, singular, and by adding an S, we have the plural form of it. The topic you all know is les couleurs, the colors. Masculine singular color I read, and it is C, given by its original color. Blanc, bleu, brun, gris, indigo, jaune, noir, rose, rouge, vert, violet, marron, orange. Now, same in feminine singular blanche. The spelling changes, ends in E, and the pronunciation also changes. Blanc, blanche. Bleu, bleu. Brun, brun. Gris, grise. Indigo, indigo remains same. Jaune, jaune remains same. Noir, noir. E ending in E. Rose, rose, same. Rouge, rouge, same. Vert and vert. Where T is silent, if we add E, it becomes vert in feminine. violet, 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 violet. The spelling changes, pronunciation changes. This brand is brown colored. Then indigo is indigo, a shade of blue. Violet is violet and violet. Mara, mara, same. Orange, orange, also same. Mara means maroon and brown is brun or brune. So this was your topic of colors, which is having feminine and masculine, and if we add s to them, it becomes plural. Now there are some rules to colors. See, to form the feminine of a color, we add an e to its masculine form, blanc, blanche. Then noir, noir, bleu, bleu. Then another rule, to form the plural of a color, an s is added to its singular form. Singular form, whether feminine or masculine, if you add an s, becomes plural. Then orange and marron remain the same in all the form as they are invariable. As they are invariable, orange in masculine and feminine singular also remains the same, no spelling change, and orange and marrow in plural also remains the same. It doesn't take s at all, whether you convert to plural or whether you keep it singular. The spelling of orange and marrow doesn't change. Neither they take s. See, we have some example as observe. Le ciel bleu, because le defines that it is masculine, the sky is masculine. Same way, green color in leaves, la feuille vert, la feuille vert. La fleur rouge, les papillons orange. Can you see? Rouge is same in masculine and feminine. Then la feuille verte, we have green color ending in E. Then bleu is masculine singular, and when there are so many butterflies of same color and that too orange, orange, it has not taken an S. Some more examples. In French, we place the adjective of colors after the noun. Adjective of colors means to define color of some object or noun, they are put at the end. If I say blue pencil, in English, in French it becomes crayon bleu or un crayon bleu. For example, here, c'est une boîte jaune. C'est une boîte jaune. What means box? This is a box and yellow is written at the end. In English, how we spell? It is a yellow box. In French, une boîte jaune. Last, the name of color is written after noun. Or you can write this. La boîte est jaune. La boîte est jaune. The box is yellow. Ce sont des raisins verts. These are some green grapes. Or les raisins sont verts. The grapes are green. Okay. Same way here. Ce sont des chapeaux bleus. These are some blue hats. Chapeau hat. Les chapeaux sont bleus. The hats are blue. Some chalks. Chalks are feminine. Ce sont des craies blanches. we have put the color feminine. So you should also know that your colors should be in, or your nouns should be having colors which are masculine or feminine, singular or plural, and they describe it. Okay? We have another sentence, les craies sont blanches. Les craies sont blanches. The chalks are white. Right? So you should remember all your objects that you have learned till now, whether they are in masculine or feminine. Okay? Now, we have les saisons. Saison, the season. L'automne, the autumn. Le printemps, the spring. L'hiver, the winter. And l'été, the summer. First season is l'automne. See the picture properly. The girl and boy are cleaning up the garden by dry leaves. And what does the season say? Into bracket it is written masculine and L apostrophe because autumn in French is automne and it is starting same like A, vowel A. So L apostrophe. En automne, in autumn, les feuilles tombent. Les feuilles tombent means in autumn the leaves fall. Il fait du vent. It is windy. Il fait du vent. It is windy. When you are describing the weather, the sentence starts with il fait. All the seasons you will see that. Le printemps, see the picture of spring. Au printemps, au printemps. Il y a beaucoup de fleurs. In the spring, there are so many flowers or so much of flowers. Again, describing weather. Il fait beau. It is beautiful. It is there in your comprehension of lesson 6 when it is beginning. Il fait jour. Il fait beau. It is a day. It is beautiful. In winter, l'hiver, and it is also masculine, but H is silent in French. So it will take the rule of vowel L apostrophe H-I-V-E-R, l'hiver, the winter. En hiver, il neige, il fait froid et la terre est blanche. In winter, it snows and il fait froid. It is cold. In winter, definitely it is cold. And where there is snow, it is more cold. Et la terre est blanche. When the snow falls, the whole earth is covered with the snow and it becomes white. So, la terre est blanche. The land is white. L'été, again this season of summer, and it is masculine starting with vowel E. Okay? En été, nous allons à la plage. In summer, we go to the beach. Il fait chaud. It is hot. Le soleil brille. The sun shines. Yes, the sun in the summer season shines brightly. So, you got your colors, poem and seasons. These three topics in this chapter. Now, le vocabulaire which I am reading. Au printemps, in spring. Français and anglais both together I am reading. Again, le vocabulaire français anglais. Au printemps, in spring. En automne, in autumn, en été, in summer, en hiver, in winter. Beaucoup de, lots of, dans le jardin, in the garden. Il neige, it is snowing or it snows. L'herbe, herb is feminine, CF is given, which is grass. La boîte, box. La craie, chalk. La feuille, leaf. La piscine, swimming pool. Le chapeau, hat. Le ciel, sky. Le papillon, butterfly. Le soleil, sun. Le tronc, trunk of a tree. Les raisins, grapes. Tomber, Tomber, the verb ending in er, and into bracket tombe because ent is silent. To fall. Tous les jours, every day or daily. Voler, to fly. BLA and C blanc, white, bleu, blue, brun, brown. Gris, grey, and they go indigo, jaune, yellow, noir, black. Rose, pink, rouge, red. Violet, purple, maroon, brown, and you can also call it as maroon. Orange, that is orange color. So you have in all 35 words which tells you or describes you this lesson with colors and few new verbs ending in er. Aller, voler, tomber, right? Important verb is aller, to go, and it is irregular, so conjugated differently. Most important verb. The exercise will be explained to you in the next class. Till then, au revoir.